have 7 people confirmed dead. There have been more than 600 people rescued.
We're seeing off of Antioch Pike and Blue Hole Road, and the water is coming down so hard right now. It is an absolute disaster zone over here.
One of the preschool buildings was snatched up by the waters and brought across our soccer field, our baseball field, our softball field, and our football field, ultimately making its way onto the interstate approximately about a quarter of a mile away.
Now, you guys might remember the school was actually swept away on live national television.
Yeah, I did.
Take a look at this, and you'll see why we're here.
My name is Brian Sweat, and this is my lovely wife, Barbara, my daughter, Alexandra, who is 9, and my son, Kobe, who is 7. I'm the administrator at Lighthouse, and not only do Barbara and I work at Lighthouse, both our children go to Lighthouse. Lighthouse consists of K2, 2-year-olds, all the way up through 12th graders in high school. We absolutely try to serve our community, and it's something that we teach them at a very, very young age. We want to make service our anthem.
The Sweat family is definitely the heart of Lighthouse. They give so much of their time and energy into the school, and they're an amazing, amazing family.
This school means a lot to me. I had worked in this preschool since high school, and I loved it, so I've been here ever since. This is my home.
It was Saturday, May 1st, and we were hit with a flood.
We have 7 people confirmed dead. There have been more than 600 people rescued.
We're seeing off of Antioch Pike and Blue Hole Road, and the water is coming down so hard right now. It is an absolute disaster zone over here.
One of the preschool buildings was snatched up by the waters and brought across our soccer field, our baseball field, our softball field, and our football field, ultimately making its way onto the interstate approximately about a quarter of a mile away.
I have never seen devastation this bad. One of the buildings from Lighthouse School is actually floating down the highway and passing submerged cars. It just hit a truck and it is completely breaking apart.
We lost our entire preschool. We had 3 buildings that were completely devastated, and of course the now infamous building that floated down the interstate.
When I first walked to the door and I looked in, I couldn't even move for a few minutes, just stood there.
Everything was just ruined. I just couldn't believe, that water could have done this.
We suffered significant loss and devastation during the flood, but yet we couldn't overlook those that we have been here in this community for over 3 decades serving. We began mobilizing groups to go out into our community and help our neighbors rebuild their lives.
We're just one family that they came in and helped every day for weeks and weeks, and I know that they're still helping people.
I am so grateful to Lighthouse because had they not been able to do anything, there is really no telling what it would be like for me at this point.
Lighthouse focuses on serving the community, serving the different families that have students here at the school, and if Lighthouse wasn't here, it would be devastating to this community.
Without our preschool, Lighthouse would not be able to stay open. They fund us financially. If we don't have a preschool, the rest of our school will be forced to close.
Lighthouse is so much more than just a school. It is a family.
I can't even imagine having to look at some of our teachers, to look at our families, and not be able to continue to help them.
ABC, please come and help our school because we're hurting and we need help.
ABC, come to Nashville and help Lighthouse.
We are Nashville! Are you guys ready to do this?
All right, so why don't you guys show me around the grounds? Design team, why don't you guys take this, the teachers, check out the school. So good? All right, cool. So what do you guys, show me what happened out here.
The water was going over the I-24 median there.
Now, is this where the building floated?
The building actually sat up on a hill at the far end of our campus and came across onto the interstate in 20 to 25 feet of water. It's just mind-boggling to think of the amount of water that was out on this field during that time. And the preschool is what took really the major brunt of the damage to the buildings.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. This is where we were doing all our classes for preschool. Everything that we had was in here. When I really think about it, all the times that we spent in this preschool, and then to come and look at it like this, It's very devastating. It has been.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm from the state of Tennessee, born and raised, and had all these special reports of what was going on in Nashville. But to walk in and see that building, I mean, it looked like a tornado had hit it. And it just caught my breath because I thought, what if this had have happened at 1 o'clock and all these precious little preschoolers had have been in their rooms?
So where we're standing is the middle high school.
Yes, sir.
And this wasn't affected by the flood?
No. Fortunately, we're up on a hill up here, and so we did not suffer any damage on this side of the campus, which was huge.
But the preschool's the one that really got the damage.
Preschool got,
We lost it.
oh my goodness, it's sad.
So your playground was over here, right?
Yeah, and this was a nice playground, too.
Was it?
Yes, we had just added this to have extra play space.
When we came over here, they said, we're gonna warn you what it looks like. You're gonna get, you know, emotional. And I thought to myself, no, I think I'll be okay. As soon as I walked in the door, it was just, I couldn't help it. This is the place I love, and this is home to me, so it was just completely destroyed.
When we first flooded, my thought was, what are we going to do? Where are we going to have a school? You know, how are we going to provide for the community? Because, I mean, we're a family here. We're not just a bunch of ladies that come together and work during the day. We really are family. And we love these kids, you know, and we had nowhere to do anything. It was just gone.
There is a resilience to these folks here that they keep pushing forward. They're not going to let this flood take them down, and that's why we're here this week, to get these kids, to get these teachers back into the classrooms for them to do what they do.
What are the top 3 things that would come to mind if you could ask for anything?
I love to put on plays with the kids and act out, you know, stories, and that kind of helps with behavior. So just like, you know, nothing big, just a little area where we could, like, you know, put on little shows and
dress up.
Just all sorts of animals, because the kids love animals.
We make him do that. We could send Polly, and it could be like you're in the zoo having him here.
Oh.
He's kind of like a little zoo animal.
I would love an area for, like, reading time.
This is all very good. Look, you're wonderful teachers. Wonderful. Keep it coming.
Well, I want to show you where the new preschool is going to be. As long as we're going to rebuild this thing, might as well do it on higher ground.
That would be a wonderful idea.
All of Nashville was devastated by the flood. So many families have been affected. And I think what's amazing is they were really selfless in their attempt to try and rebuild the spirit of the city. So by us rebuilding this preschool, we're not just helping one family. I mean, the Lighthouse School affects hundreds of families. And that's really what this week is about. It's about a community coming together to help one another.